So welcome back everyone to Mystic by Colette, a channel dedicated to helping you empower yourself, change your story, and claim your I am. Today's video is about how I create the cards, because I say to people that they are handmade and they get kind of confused as how I make these myself. But until I have a publisher, which I hope happens soon, my goal is to continue doing the premium edition decks, and they are 2 photographs that I glue together to create one unit. Then I trim them. So for a part of this video, I'm going to be showing the process. I'll fast forward, overlay, show some close-ups, do that kind of thing. So hope you stick through till the end, because I, want to share a few things. So pardon me, these are important, otherwise things aren't straight. Now, the first step, of course, is to line up the glue tape that I use. Most of my tools are resourced from scrapbooking tools. The process is time consuming, but I enjoy it very much. I think I've mentioned before that when I have large orders of these, they are an opportunity for me to gather some friends together and have a card making party. So what we do is basically I just set up a long table, some workstations, and at every stage I am part of it, even though I haven't made them all personally by hand. But they are quality control is my department, and I usually box everything. Everything is checked before they go into the boxes. Here we go. Those of you wondering why I go in a little bit from the edge, it's just to accommodate for the cut line. It used to take me longer to do this because I didn't have the confidence of having it be in exactly the right space. I would check and check it again, and I'd go through an awful lot more of the tape runner. But because this is like the 400th deck I have produced, most of those personally, but as I've mentioned before, I have done group sessions with friends where when I've had a short deadline to create a few decks, such as just before launch dates and over the holidays or before a major trade show or psychic fair. Anyways, that just gives you an idea of that part, and then we get to the cutting. So this is just to offer a close-up view of the process. Gotten pretty good at this, and the average time it takes to make a deck is about an hour, from the gluing and assembling of the 2 images to the trimming, and then I've got the detailing, which I'll show you just after I do this. So as you can well imagine, a large part of the process prior to even the printing was the setting up of the files. But once I had the template from the very first deck, the formatting to create the 3.5 by 5 cards themselves out of 4 by 6 image files from photographic prints was pretty straightforward, but it did take some time to line everything up. So that's the cutting part. And as you saw, and now I'm just going to detail a few of them, just so you can see. My poor table, I'm surprised it's has not fallen apart. I think I've used this table to make about at least 100 decks myself. Anyway, okay, so then we have the last step, which is noisy. Now we have corners. And so 2 photographs combined to make 1 trimming, and then the corner cut to soften the deck. So that's it. That's how they're made. Not a simple process, although it's gotten simple for me because I've been making a few. I appreciate you joining me as I started making a little bit of a dent in the amount that I am in the process of creating for upcoming shows and some customer orders. If you have a desire for one of the decks, just let me know which one. If you want some guidance as to which deck would be the best one for you, feel free to send me a few bits and details about where you are in your journey, and then I could give you some advice as to which deck. We'll talk a little bit more in another series as to what deck does what, so that you can make that choice for yourself, but I'm more than happy to help people narrow down to the one that would be the most suitable. It's part of what I do, is suggesting which deck is going to give you the most impact for your dollar. So the Mystic series are available currently in the premium edition, handmade only. The smaller books come with the premium set, whereas the larger books are available separately, or if you wish, I still have a few of the limited edition books for the Men of Magic, and those ones are still coming with the larger book. I also have ideas for a 4th and 5th deck. In fact, I've got some images already captured and costumes made and so on. And I have a list of my friends and acquaintances who are, wanting to be a part of the series, so they're volunteering to be models for me. So it's coming together so beautifully. Everybody who has been a part of this, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Those of you who are new to Mystic, thank you for joining us, and please comment below, subscribe, and ask questions. There's one other thing I want to mention is for those of you who wish to have a single card message sent to you, basically an excerpt from the book and a card, so you actually get a physical card and an excerpt from the book. I call it my tune-in for a toonie. So I can make that available for you for $3. So it's not a toonie, just so I can cover the postage wherever it's going. So it'll be mailed to you. So just send me a message or go onto my website, and then we'll go from there. As I said, the store is being revamped to include some new products, such as the Tune-In for a Toonie, and the Card of the Month Club is still accepting members. I'm topping it at 50 people. And I enjoy bringing these series to you. As people ask me questions, I'll create new videos. How do I make my handmade decks was today's theme. And the last thing I want to mention, that I am going to continue doing the weekly card readings because they seem to be having some positive impact for people, and I do enjoy doing them. So join me each Sunday morning on YouTube with a card reading featuring one of each of the 3 decks in the reading and a special theme that I get help from you guys to decide what the theme is. Thanks again. Take care.